name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help businesses streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. So today I am going to be talking with you about tax liability and marriage. Sometimes people get married and they sorry. Sometimes people get married and they are not sure about their spouse's tax debts and things that could affect their taxes. And so sometimes they end up trying to file single or head a household or married filing separately because they don't understand how they can still file jointly and get those benefits of filing jointly while still protecting themselves. So today I'm going to go over that information and hopefully you can understand and make the right decision for your taxes. So when you file jointly, like I said, you can create unexpected tax issues. And the IRS may take your refund for your spouse's debts, or you may be unfairly held responsible for their mistakes. And so we have something called injured spouse and innocent spouse relief. And I'm going to be covering both of those today so that you can see how they operate. Injured spouse relief protects your portion of the tax refund of from the IRS that you would have gotten if your spouse's debts didn't come and take them out. So some of the common debts that trigger your refund offset is unpaid student loans, back child support, federal state taxes owed by your spouse. And I just saw recently in one state, someone posted that their car was repoed and their taxes were affected by that because the state that they live in had options where creditors can actually offset your state taxes. So that would definitely be something that you want to make sure that you are not affected by your spouse's activities. And this also allows you to claim your share of the refund if you have separate income and tax withholding. So you qualify for injured spouse relief if you have filed a joint tax return with your spouse. The refund was reduced due to your spouse's debt, not yours, and you had separate income and tax payments, withholding and estimated payments. So if your spouse is the only income earner, then this would not qualify for you. This would only qualify if you had a separate tax return. And then you have to file a Form 8379, injured spouse allocation with the IRS. That way you can show the IRS which part is yours, and so that you could see what portion of the refund belongs to you. And now we have the innocent spouse relief. And this one provides relief when one spouse is held responsible for tax errors or fraud committed by the other. Of course, we all would love to make sure that we are married to honest people, but sometimes things happen. And common situations are that you have unreported income, false deductions or credits, and underpayment of taxes. And this protects spouses from being unfairly held responsible for debts not that you didn't create. So another thing with this one is this doesn't matter if you had income or not, you can still get relief if it does not apply to you. So who qualifies? You filed a joint return with incorrect information. The error was your spouse's fault and you did not know or had no reason to know about it, or it will be unfair to hold you responsible for the tax debt, and you must file a Form 8857 to request for innocent spouse relief within 2 years of IRS collection action. So another part of the did not know portion, if you are in a domestic violent situation and you did know what they were doing on the taxes, but you didn't speak up due to fear, you can also get innocent spouse relief And as soon as you get a letter stating that you are supposed to be paying more money on the taxes, or get an audit or any type of IRS collection, you have 2 years from that date. But it's better to file as soon as possible. So as soon as you hear about it, go ahead and file it, even if you're still married. Because if something happens later down the line and you get a divorce and you're trying to go on with your life, these debts will follow you. So it's very important to take care of this as soon as you find out about it. But if you signed an offer in compromise with the IRS, you will not qualify. Also, if you sign a closing agreement with the IRS covering those same taxes, or the court made a final decision denying your relief, or you participated in a related court proceeding and did not ask for relief. So make sure that you know what you are signing and what you're doing and everything like that. So as soon as you get a letter to find out that you are going to have to pay more taxes, make sure that you cover yourself and file the innocent spouse relief. And of course, if they deny it, you can file an appeal and go forward like that. So just make sure this is something that you have an option for. Then we have, here's a chart that can help you see which one you will qualify for. So the injured spouse definitely protects your refund. The innocent spouse is only for tax debt. Injured spouse does not protect you from tax debt. The innocent spouse does. Injured spouse and innocent spouse, you have to file a joint tax return. And for the injured spouse, you're going to use that to reduce your refund. Innocent spouse is to protect you from tax errors or fraud. And the form used for injured is Form 8379, and the form used for innocent is 8857. So for the injured spouse relief, you file this with your return or separately. Like if you know that your spouse has an offset, then you can go ahead and file that at the time of the return. But if you're not sure and then your refund gets taken, you can file the you can still file it separately after the taxes have been taken or whatever. So you could definitely do that with or separately. And then for the innocent spouse relief, you can file it as soon as you learn of the issue. Like I was saying with, as soon as you get a letter stating that you owe more taxes after your taxes, or if you have to get an audit or anything like that. And the IRS could take several months to review your case, and then you may be required to provide supporting documents. So make sure that you keep everything together with your taxes so that you are prepared. And common mistakes to avoid: don't wait too long to file the innocent spouse relief, because there is a 2-year deadline. And if you assume you don't qualify, always just ask. Just, if you don't know, just check the guidelines or contact your tax preparer and ask them if this would help you. And then don't file the wrong form. Make sure that your situation is either injured spouse or innocent spouse. And keep all of your financial records to show what you have and what your spouse has, so that you can make the distinction on what's yours and what's not. And I would love to help you in your situation. I can help you with the injured spouse or the innocent spouse. So make sure you book your appointment, pbsllc.pro/calendar page. And that'll be a free consultation. We can go over your whole tax situation to make sure that you are prepared when it is time to file your taxes. So I would love to sit down and speak with you and see how I can help you. So I'm Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and you have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you. Bye.